Pisces, welcome. Today we are going to do a money, finance, career reading for you. And I looked up the astrology for Pisces right now in this time. Although this reading is timeless, this energy will still be appropriate. It's about the marriage of your intuition and taking action. Okay, so your thoughts and your feelings, and then actually determining which feels good and moving forward with that. And then there's also a theme about rebuilding and releasing old fears. So we're going to ask a few questions, and I've gotten them written down over here. So we're going to ask a few questions to see what energies are around Pisces. What can they take advantage of? What steps can they take, for abundance? Whether it's, career, financial independence, healing your relationship with money, something like that. So what practical action, the first question, what practical action can Pisces take to increase financial stability and or cash flow? So what practical action can Pisces take to increase their financial abundance? Okay, Pisces, let's ask this first question. Ten of Wands, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the World. So what practical actions can Pisces take? Okay, so we have one major arcana, the World. We have two Wands and one Pentacle. For the Wands are about a fresh idea and also action, taking an action. So I feel like a major action or a couple of major things you can do this month with this wand energy is, with the Five of Wands, it's competition, fussing, fighting. It can be like kind of just being in a competitive kind of negative energy. But also competition can be healthy. And so here's one action that I feel like you can take this month, Pisces. If you are straight tripping that whatever it is that you're trying to do, the market is saturated, there's no room for me. Everybody is doing this and they're really good at it, but I don't really have the experience of the skills, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, you get excited because wands are about excitement and sparks. You get excited, but then you let yourself talk yourself out of it. This is something that you can really work on avoiding. And I usually say 7 days, but I'm feeling 30 days in this, and I just said that, so I'm going with that. In the next 30 days, please do watch out for the tendency to talk yourself out of exciting good things, exciting good opportunities. I mean, what was the energy? What did I just say? And it's funny because I'm looking back at my notes. The theme is around rebuilding and releasing old fears and taking your intuition, which is what feels good, and taking action. So take action on those things that feel good. And hey, say you start something and it turns out, maybe you were right. Maybe it is oversaturated. Oh well, you learned something from that will help you in your next step. But go where your excitement leads you is what I'm hearing. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like you've been carrying a heavy burden. I'm hearing doing more than your share, maybe trying to take on too much. Whatever the thing is that has been overwhelming you and burdening you, maybe it's time to let that go, put that load down. like say when I started my tarot channel, I was doing like 15 readings a week. I was doing all 12 zodiac signs, a general one, so it was 13. Seriously, I remember about 15. And it was just like killer. And I wasn't getting the, attention and stuff. And I was like, you know what? This is making me want to quit, but I don't want to quit. So I pulled it back. And now I do collective and 2 signs that are calling to me. And if you are a different sign and you're interested, or you have a family member who's interested, let me know that sign. I'm not adverse to including more signs. But anyway, whatever it is that is overwhelming you, maybe it's time to let that go. Or we have the 3 of Pentacles. Maybe hire someone, get help, find a team, take advantage of your team. And I don't mean take advantage of, I mean, what's the word? When you give other people work and it starts with a D, not discipline. Damn it, you know what I mean. Handing out work to other people that should be doing the work, but maybe you're doing it because you're like a control freak or something. Work with your team is what I'm hearing in the next 30 days, or create a team, maybe get help. That's what will help you to build the firm, solid foundation, because that's Pentacles. And then the World. In the next 30 days, doggone it, Pisces, celebrate how far you have come. Okay, like when you first started, oh man, if I could just get, 1,000 followers and 4,000 watch hours and I can become monetized, wouldn't that be awesome? And you got that and you're like, okay, next. You didn't even celebrate. You didn't even share it with your family or a loved one, or, bought yourself something or went out to dinner or called in for dinner, whatever. Celebrate your accomplishments. That's what you can do in the next 30 days. Celebrate. Honor yourself. Celebrate. Okay, next question. Where is Pisces underestimating their value? How can you begin charging more? Like if you're selling something, asking for a raise or a promotion, or negotiating, depending on how you earn your money, from a place of confidence. And some notes that I wrote are not dollars for hours. You're never going to grow with dollars for hours. There's not enough hours in the day. So we're talking maybe passive income, or charging for like by the job, because oftentimes we don't include our years of experience, our skill set, maybe what we went through, like our education, in order to be able to provide these services, or whatever it is, that product or whatever it is that we're selling. So it's about, where are we underestimating ourselves? Where are we not tooting our own horn, if you will? Where are we not acknowledging our excellence, Pisces? Let's look and see. The Empress, love it. The King of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. The 8 of Swords. So here's what I love. Here's where we're not acknowledging. We have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. And this 8 of Pentacles is, I hate to say the word trumping. I hate that word. The 8 of Pentacles is absorbing the negative energy of the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords is worry, fear, negative beliefs. We're restricted by our own limitations. Mental limitations. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough experience. I'm not as good as, Mary. I'm not as good as Bob. I'm not, oh, wow, the market's, over flooded. There's not enough room for me. I'm not unique enough to stand out. Stuff like that. But what do we have here? The Eight of Pentacles. The journeyman of whatever it is that you're doing. This is saying, if you are not the Eight of Pentacles yet, this is where you can help yourself to overcome these limiting, self-doubting beliefs and energies. I feel like you're already well on your way. I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, you already know your stuff. You've been working on it for quite a while. And you just need to let these negative thoughts go away. When you feel them, acknowledge it. Yeah. There's going to be moments. I mean, it's not like you wake up one morning and, damn, I'm awesome. I'm never going to question myself again. Just realize what you're doing to yourself here. Okay, with the Eight of Swords. And okay, I'm awesome. I'm effing awesome, okay? And every once in a while, those fears will come back, bloop, and you acknowledge it, and you say, okay, there's that thought again, but I know I'm the bomb.com. And so you think the thought, feel the feel, and acknowledge it, and move forward. And I'm just going to keep that on top of that. So this is where you're underestimating your value. You're not acknowledging the years of skill, experience, education, whatever it is that you've put into it. Another thing, the King of Pentacles. Where are you underestimating your value? I feel like you don't acknowledge what you've accomplished so far. Kind of same with the World energy here. I mean, we've got the Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. That is a very healthy, awesome, abundant path. I feel like you don't celebrate how far you've come, really. I feel like that's where you're underestimating yourself, your abilities. And not just, so here's more hard skills, education, experience. King of Pentacles, I'd say more like soft skills, leadership, groundedness, perseverance. So you have both. And I feel like you often underestimate yourself there. Then we have the Empress. Okay. Abundance, creativity. I feel like sometimes we don't take care of ourselves. We don't focus on those things that feel good, and we don't take care of ourselves. We did have a message. This reading is about the marriage of intuition and taking action. And I feel like something may feel good, but we let the spark die. And it's interesting that this fell right underneath that. We have to pursue those things that feel good for our business. And we also have to keep a balance between work and self-care. And I feel like that's where you're underestimating yourself and maybe letting yourself down. Not trusting your intuition. Not realizing that you need to do those things that feel good, that feel right. Okay, next question. What habit or belief needs to be released to open up your abundance? Oftentimes, we're wired negatively for self-preservation. So oftentimes we become attached to something, some negative statement that we heard maybe our parents say, or someone. Always got to blame the parents, right? Or just something through a bad experience that we said, oh wow, okay, so that's how it is, I'll never do that again. Something like that. So what habit or belief needs to be released in order to open up the... Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Okay. I didn't know my phone was on. All right. What habit or belief needs to be released? Oh, I do not do reversals. We have the Queen of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords. Oh, wow, interesting. I left a card. The Moon. Fears. That always means something to me when I accidentally leave a card. So we have the Eight of Swords twice. So what habit or belief do we need to release? Self-doubt. Fear. Not good enough. So where did I get it? I think I got it from Minnow Pond. He's a wonderful, I love his tarot reading. Chris Reck with Minnow Pond. And he always says, when cards show up twice from different decks, it's Spirit saying, I said what I said. So each deck has 78 cards. Oh, this one has 79. They've got an extra one, this deck. And for these two cards to show up in the same reading from different decks out of 78 is very telling. You're in your head a lot. You need to work on believing in yourself. Just know that. Do what you can. Like I said, acknowledge the thoughts. It's not like, you know, you go to one counseling session or, oh, I'm not believing in myself. Okay, I'm going to start believing in myself. There's a lot of steps that we don't have time to go into today. But it's obvious that you let yourself be talked out of good things, exciting things easily, and you don't really believe in yourself. So whatever it is that you need to do to work on that, do that. And just remember, these negative thoughts pop up still a lot, and it's something that we'll always have to deal with. But once we realize we're doing it, it becomes easier. So the question was, what habit or belief needs to be released? Let's say not believing in ourselves. Okay. With the Queen of Swords, it's about clarity. It's about feeling free to speak our mind, telling the truth, seeing things clearly. Like over here with the Eight of Swords, we're not seeing things clearly. It's warped due to our filters, due to our experiences. So, a habit or belief that could be released is the fear of speaking up, the fear of speaking your truth. Look, this, I don't know if it's a duck or what kind of bird that is, but it's been, the beak has been bound. This bird cannot speak. I think the Queen of Wands is removing it. So what can be let go? The fear of speaking your mind. The fear of sharing your ideas. You have real clarity, Pisces. You see things clearly, especially about how you want to do this. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to have opinions. Release the fear of speaking up. Then we have the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. So, the fear of making decisions, making choices, moving forward. With the Two of Cups, it's about emotions, and of course, twos are about choosing a path, making a decision. It can be about duality. Like you can feel both ways about something. That can be confusing. With these two cards, you know what I'm hearing? Choose a path. I feel like you may have been vacillating. And I have to say it again. What did I just say a little while ago? Even if the path is the wrong path, taking the action is better than no action, than being frozen in fear. Choose a path. Take action. Even if it ends up being the wrong action, at least you did something. Choose a path is what I'm hearing. All right. In the next month, what opportunities want to enter? What do Pisces, what do Pisceans need to keep their eyes open for? Never end a sentence with a preposition. Oh well, that was really crappy. What for what do you need to keep your eyes open, Pisces? What opportunities may be hidden? May you just like miss? What opportunities should Pisces keep their eyes open? 3 of Pentacles. We have that twice. And I'll go more into that. The World. We have the World twice. My God. The Wheel of Fortune just got chills. The 7 of Swords. Okay. I'll start with the 7 of Swords. Keep your eyes open for your tendency to self-sabotage. And how have you self-sabotaged? By not believing in yourself. By letting your mind or other people talk you out of your spark, your good ideas. By not thinking you're good enough. By not speaking your mind. So there's a real opportunity for you to stop self-sabotaging. Hold on, silly dog. Hold on, let me let her in. Come on. Gotcha. Stop blocking the door. Stop. You're scaring the other dogs. Sorry, Pisces. Okay. You go right there. Okay, the opportunity, and it's funny because these are all really like good, positive things. This is a negative thing, so you have the opportunity to stop self-sabotaging. Okay? Let's go to the ones where we have dupes. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles twice. Do not miss out on the opportunity for partnership, for support, for teamwork. Do not miss out on that. You've got this twice. If there's someone who wants to go into something with you, don't automatically think, I just want to do my own thing. Think about it at least. There's an opportunity to create some kind of a community, some kind of a partnership that could be very lucrative. And we have the World twice. An opportunity for not only to celebrate your accomplishments, but I think there's an opportunity, especially with it coming twice now and in this slot. I feel like you have an opportunity to really like close a big deal, get a big thing. Whatever your major goal has been, financially, career-wise, and if you have multiple, this may be one of them. Could be all, but let's just say it's one of them. The World is a completion, but it's not like the end of something and walking away like the 10 of Wands, like putting down the load and walking away. The World is like a graduation. It's the culmination of something. There's an opportunity for you to accomplish something major in the next 30 days. And to acknowledge yourself for it. Don't forget that part. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. It's about cycles, opportunities. What did we talk about? What opportunities? It's about light, the Wheel of Fortune goes round and round and up and down, and where it lands nobody knows. But this is a good thing. This shows luck coming in. So please do notice any lucky opportunities. And notice patterns. And adjust yourself. Like you may have 2 options for partnership, and you may need to make a choice as to who you want to partner with. Now, finally, let's look and see what is a hidden strength or a skill that you can lean on, Pisces, to help you create more money, opportunities, abundance. What is a hidden strength or skill that Pisces can lean in on? Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race, honey. Your consistency. Hanging in there. Perseverance, consistency. Page of Cups. I keep on always wanting to go to new starts, but I'm really trying to think outside of the box myself. Exploring things that you love is what I'm feeling like. I feel like the strength is you'll do better with something that you really love. The Tower. Being okay with taking the chance that something might blow things up. Being able to make it through. This doesn't mean that the Tower is going to happen. This is saying you have the strength to make it through any kind of an adverse situation and learn the lesson. And with the Three of Swords, man, have you persevered in heartbreak, in love, in being excited about a job, being excited about starting a company, and things maybe not working out. That is what I see. Because it says, what hidden strength or skill? And we have the Tower and the Three of Swords. The skill to keep on keeping on through adversity. Does this mean that adversity is going to keep on coming? No. I'm shuffling these cards on my lap. It means that you have gained a ton of strength and perseverance from your experiences. Competence. We don't have long. Card number 14. Competence carries within it efficiency, enthusiasm, flair, and flexibility. The 4 keys to material success. Interesting, because this is about money. My gift to you. I am here to remind you of your dreams and to encourage you to take an honest look at your life. It is time to put the fire back into your belly and stop making compromises. The more you compromise, the more trapped you will become in a life that isn't even yours. You were born to inherit a rich, fulfilling, and harmonious life and to experience competence. I see you cutting through obstacles, loving what you do, becoming a magnetic original, and adapting creatively to each new synchronistic opportunity that comes your way. Open to the bounteousness that awaits. Isn't that interesting that this would come in a money reading? And it confirms everything that we've just said. Thank you so much for joining me, Pisces. This is good stuff. See you next week. Bye-bye.